imagine starting a civil war because you didn't get permission to drown people? How did we get here? Let me show you. If you followed me for any length of time, you know that I've been covering the fact that the state of Texas is putting up all types of barriers in and around the river to prevent immigrants from crossing over the border. The problem is that they're not legally allowed to do that, not without the federal government's permission. But then last week, a mother and her 2 children drowned trying to cross the river. Border Patrol agents couldn't reach them due to the razor wire. In fact, the Border Patrol agents said that they were stopped from saving these babies by the Texas National Guard. Of course, Texas disputed that, but it didn't matter because Biden and the Homeland Security took them to court, all the way to the Supreme Court, who was like, yeah, you can't block Border Patrol agents from intercepting immigrants. Take down the razor wire. But then Governor Abbott was like, I don't care what the Supreme Court says. We're going to hold the line, and called for all of the other Republican governors to support him in sending National Guard troops to the state of Texas and their border. So every single Republican governor except for Vermont, way to go, Vermont, has signed a joint statement in solidarity with Greg Abbott on this issue to defy the Supreme Court, which is going to make Biden even more hated by people in states like Missouri because they're like, why are we involved in this? We're just out here in the middle of the country, minding our own business, denying abortions to people. This is all a part of that Operation Lone Star. The state of Texas has spent $4 billion on border initiatives in the last 2 years. Meanwhile, they're cutting disabled children's access to Medicaid and making cuts to funds for special education. So he's made it very clear what his priorities are for the state of Texas, and apparently all these other states that are now involved in basically the beginnings of a civil war. Happy 2024, everyone.